Hello and welcome to my World of Warcraft Beginner's Guide. This is a multi-part series that will introduce new players to the game and eventually introduce them to in-game content. Welcome to World of Warcraft. Prepare to explore an ever-evolving world of adventure, from the forests of Elwyn to the tundras of Boreen, all the way to the depths of death itself. Grab your backpack and join me, because your adventure is about to begin. After logging in, a realm or server will be automatically picked for you. However, let us look at the realm list and talk about the difference between them and which ones you may want to choose. Normal realms are where most of the World of Warcraft population calls home. These realms have no special rules beyond the standard terms of service. However, RP realms are for role-playing. This is where players who are interested in participating with other players in live role-playing can create their characters. Beyond the type of realm you can choose, you will want to consider a realm's population. There's low, medium, high, full, and new players. Like the names suggest, low has almost no players online, whereas full servers may experience a queue time when logging in. If you are a brand new player and do not have a preferred realm with a friend you wish to play with, I suggest choosing a new player's realm. These realms are usually between medium and high on population. Time to create your character. The first question to ask yourself is whether you want to play the proud, noble, courageous, and wise alliance, or the misunderstood, cast-aside horde, where action and strength are valued above diplomacy. It is important to note that if you have friends already playing, you will want to pick their faction, or you will be unable to play with each other. If you do not have friends already playing, then go with what your heart desires. The biggest difference is aesthetics and cities. Each faction has access to all the game's content and classes. After picking your faction, you will need to pick a class. The reason we will be picking a class before your race is because certain races can only be certain classes. However, if the race is more important to you, feel free to pick it first. Here is what to consider when choosing a class. Do you want to damage, tank, or heal? All classes will have the option of doing massive damage, but not all of them will be able to tank or heal. So, start by asking yourself, do you want to be melee or ranged when you damage, followed by if you would like to tank or heal. Here is a table of all the classes that can tank or heal. Note that pure damage classes, such as mage, are not listed. If you are wanting to only damage, then you can safely ignore this table. If you have interests in healing or tanking, please take note of what classes do melee or range damage, and if they are capable of healing or tanking. Now that we have picked a class, click through the races to see which have your class available. Please note that you can right-click on a race to get more information, like racial spells and passives. Customize and name your character, and it is time to begin your adventure. Welcome to Azeroth. Before we take off, let us do some simple one-time setup to make your adventure much easier. Press the escape key and navigate to interface. On the left-hand side, you will see the option Action Bars. Click it and select the first 4 options to give yourself more action bars. This might seem like overkill at first, but will become very useful later on. Click OK and navigate to keybinds. Find the options for strafe left and right. Set strafe left to A and right to D. This will unbind your ability to turn left and right, but do not panic. Now at the bottom of the keybinds UI, click on Quick Keybind Mode. This allows you to hover your mouse over different action bar buttons and assign keybinds to them by simply pressing the button. The buttons I use are Q, E, R, F, X, C, V, Z, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Above, I use the same keys but while pressing Shift. Please note what is being unbound. If you used the keys that I use, the only major bind that will be unbound after changing these is your character pane. So let us change that to a new key now. Press OK, and on the left, select Interface Panel. At the top of the second group, you will see Toggle Character Pane. Set this to any button you would like, but make sure it is not replacing something else. I personally use numpad 5. And that's it! The extra action bars will need to be reset on new characters, but the key bindings will be account-wide unless the character-specific binds box was checked. It is time. The time has arrived for you to finally play the game. In front of you, no matter how you start, will be an NPC or non-player character with a yellow exclamation mark over their head. This means they have a quest relevant for your character. Quests are the best way to level up and experience pre-level cap content. Use W, A, S, and D to move your character around. Remember how earlier we removed your ability to turn? Well, that's only partially true. Hold and right-click and move your mouse to turn your character. Note that if you hold left-click instead of right-click and move the mouse, you can freely look around without turning your character. Get close enough and right-click the NPC and accept the quest. Once the quest is accepted, you can open your map with M to see where to go. If it is a delivery quest, you will see an encircled question mark, and if it is a task, you will see a blue area that is relevant to the completion of the quest. Note that the new quests are automatically tracked on the right-hand side of your screen. In this example, we first need to talk to Gornek a few steps away, who then wants us to slaughter 6 mottled boars. I head to the blue area and now must kill them. Approach the boar if you're melee and use the skill on your hotbar by pressing the keybind we set up earlier. You can read what a skill does by the tooltip that appears if you hover a skill. After you kill something, make sure to right-click the body to check if there's any fat loot. And that's it for part 1. If you enjoyed it and would like to see the series continue, please like and subscribe. If you have more information you feel that I missed out on, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in Azeroth.